Hi there, I'm Jennifer. I'm here to do a gentle exercise workout with you. If you're joining me here from a standing position, just start a little march. I also have my twin sister over here. She's going to show you the seated option. Say hi. Great. So if you want to follow her, maybe a little of each, whatever works best for you. Do recommend, if you're doing it from a standing position, have that chair close by. Whether you're going to use it or not, it's always there if you need something to hang on to. I hope you've got some comfortable shoes on, some comfortable clothes, some water close by. I'm here in beautiful Hawaii. No, just kidding. I'm in my backyard. But it certainly is a warm day today, so I hope, like myself, you've got some water close by. All right, so having said that, enough talk, let's start to move. So hopefully you're marching it out, starting to feel the body slowly warming up. Let's take a deep breath in, arms coming up, and exhale as we bring it down. Let's do that again. Big breath in and down. One more time. Nice. Keep those feet going. Just let those arms swing to the side, and we're gonna slowly warm up all the joints in the body. Give me some little wrist circles here. And then when you're ready, take it the other way. Nice. Good. Let's open and close the fingers. These are things you could do anytime during the day, right? It's always good to move. If you're sitting down, just start to move your fingers, move your wrists. Let's just move our arms side to side, waking up those elbows. Nice. If you can go a little bit bigger, make it into a bit more of a wave overhead. If at any time something I'm doing is hurting you, make it a little bit smaller or just change it up. It really doesn't matter. I just want you to move. Get that heart rate up a little bit. Let's bring it under. Nice. I know I'm certainly feeling the heat coming into my body, and that's a good thing. All right. Back to the middle here. Get those arms going. Can you get those knees up a little bit higher? If you're sitting on your chair, try to sit to the front of the chair. That's going to make your stomach muscles work. Work on good tall posture. And standing, same thing. Think about being nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. Let's toe tap to the front. So this time, I'm just going to take my opposite hand here, reach it down, just gently. You don't have to get into this in too big of a movement here. Just gradually let your body tell you when you're ready to go bigger or what you need to do. This is supposed to be enjoyable. Keep going. 4 more. And 3. And 2. We're going to change the feet. So hands on hip, and we're going to change it into a heel dig. These are great here. You can dig it down a little bit deeper. I'm going to add in some arms. Join me if that works. But right now I want you to really think here about pulling that toe back, bending a little more into the knees, warming up those legs because we're going to be using them. Come on back, march it out. Nice. All right, we got some good tunes here. I hope you can hear them. And they're making you feel good, making you want to move. That's the idea with the music, right? It should make us want to move. Let's take it to a wider march. And again, can you settle a little bit more here into the legs as you march it out with a wide stance? 4, 3, 2. Stay with me. We're going to tap this out. I always like to start the feet going first. That gives you a chance here to kind of get familiar with it. And then if you're good, you're comfortable, put some arms into it. Ah, did you hear that? That was my neighbor diving into his pool. I'm so jealous. I peeked through the fence there. Oh, it's a beautiful pool. We don't have a pool, but that's okay. We do have a beautiful backyard. I can't complain. Maybe one day. All right, nice. Can you reach those arms up a little bit higher? Just notice here, I'm just letting them go nice and loose here as I warm it up. 4 more. 3 and 2. Lovely. Bring it back to a march. And as I said, you should be feeling warmer. Maybe that heart rate starting to go up a little bit. At least I hope it is. That's the point. So maybe a little harder to breathe. As long as you can talk, that's one of the key things you want to pay attention to. Draw the knees up a little bit. All right, you guys, I want to make sure you got that heart rate going up. So I'm going to start to go a little bit faster just to give you a push. This is going to give that heart rate a little help going up. So stay with me here. 4, 3, how you doing? 2, chair is close, and then let it go. All right, that should feel good. You should feel warm. You should be ready to go. We're going to put some moves together. Just do the best you can. If you're not always on the same foot as me or doing what I'm doing, nobody cares. It's just the intention. It's just this chance to move together. So we're gonna march and tap on 4. Hang on. It's coming. All right. Actually, I'm gonna change that. We're just gonna tap to the front. But we're gonna make it a nice strong tap, and we're gonna put some arms into it. If you can, push them forward. Think about you're pushing something away. That's going to make you fire up the muscles here in your chest, throughout the arms. Nice. Keep it going. Push it to the front. Let's change it and tap to the side. So hands on hips. Get it happening. Bend into the knee a little bit here. You need to slow down the pace. That's perfectly fine. Nobody cares. Just focus on what works for you. Side to side. Now, so far my cat hasn't wandered through, but it's very possible. I don't think we found quite the right food for him this morning. He's very picky. What works one day doesn't work the next, so he could come through here complaining. We'll have to wait and see. All right, nice tap with the reach. 4 more. 3. Listen, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna do little steps to the front and a little bit of a lunge into it. So you're gonna bend those knees, make that little step, little. Don't go too big to start. How you doing over there, sis? Good? So you could do these same moves, sitting in a chair, and I'm gonna pretend I'm going into my rowboat. I'm gonna add in some arms, some rowing arms here to get the whole body working together here. As you can see, I never had a cottage, so I'm probably not doing this rowing movement perfectly. But again, who cares? Do what works, do what feels right. Listen, we're gonna march it out on this leg now. So if you're mirroring me, you're on the left side, don't worry so much about that. But if it happens to work out, that's good. All right. So it's good to switch up sides. It's good for our brains. Let's tap it to the front. Come on, give me those nice taps. Really see if you can reach it out. Here comes those arm reaches. Opposite arm, so you get a little bit of a twist through the body. Don't forget the tall posture. You feeling good? Stay here. Tap it out. We're doing great, you guys. Let's tap it to the side. Start the legs. I automatically will bend a little more here into the legs so I can go a little wider. That may not be working for you, but maybe give it a try if you feel good. All right, we got some fun music happening here. Makes me want to reach a little further. How about you? Keep it going. Side to side. 4, 3, 2. Listen, we're going to step it forward starting on this leg. Go slow to start. I don't want anyone here to lose balance. Hang on to the chair or follow from a seated position. Stepping forward. Gonna feel this into your legs. Shall we get back in our boat and row? Let's imagine we're up at the cottage and we're going over to the other side of the lake. They got marshmallows, s'mores, right? They're roasting the s'mores with the graham cracker and the chocolate. I'm going. Are you coming with me? You gotta row across the water, across the lake. 4, 3, 2. All right, let's march it out. Woo, how you feeling? Keep moving, guys. We're a little over, not quite halfway there yet, but that's okay. You should be right into it with the cardio now. Feeling that heart rate's up, feeling a little winded, feeling warm. If at any point you need a drink, or to bring it down, that's totally fine. Let's march and tap on 4. 1, 2, 3, tap. All right, I kind of threw us into this one. So figure it out here what I'm doing. See if you can follow. And if it's not perfect, no problem. Just move, right? 1, 2, 3, tap. Say it with me. That might help. 1, 2, 3. After the tap, let's hold the march right here. So this got us right over to the other side. March it out, guys. Any which way. All right, hold it here. And we're gonna add to this. We're gonna take it to a wide march. I'm gonna just slow this down a little bit here so we get a feel for it. Let's bring it in. 4, 3, 2, take it wide. For 4, 3, 2, bring it in. Nice. Take it wide. Let's see if we can cut that down a bit. In for 2, out for 2. In, out, out. Do it again. Find a pace that works for you. Hold it out and tap it with me. All right, so you're warm here. Can you bend a little more into the knees? Can you get down a little lower? And then we're gonna add some nice reaches here across the body. Feel this right through the midsection, through your core, through the upper body, through the back. This is a nice big movement. And again, you do what feels best for you. I'm gonna go a little bigger here and put both arms into it. Like I'm reaching up here to pick some fruit out of the tree, something off the top shelf. Who knows? I just know I'm reaching high. Good, keep going. 4, 3, 2. Come on back and march it. We're on this side. And again, don't worry so much. Just march it out with me. Hold it here, guys. Can you show me here that you're working hard? Get your knees up a little more. That's gonna help to push that heart rate up. As long as you're feeling comfortable, it's okay to do this. Stay here, tall posture. All right, you guys, listen up. We're gonna march and tap on 4. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, tap. And then on the other side. Nice. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, tap. Maybe if you're feeling like the balance is good today, make that tap a little kick. You can see how the balance kicks in here because you're having to stay up here on one leg just for a second. Here's where you want to have that chair close by in case you need it. Listen up. March it out here and stay right here. Nice. Come on down lower here. Work those legs. Crouch into it if you can. Pump the arms. Now you can see I'm gonna get a little faster. So just give me something faster, fast feet. Let's spin the arms. Here's where we're gonna challenge the heart a little bit. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and last one, easy march. All right, you guys, hanging in there. How you feeling? Holding that march. Let's put a few more moves together. We just want to keep moving, right? So let's make it interesting. Let's try some heel digs. We did these in the warm-up. Hopefully you can see my feet. Pulling that toe up, flexing that foot, feeling it right through the leg. If you can go a little deeper into it and add in some arms, I want you to imagine that you're pushing away a big rock that's heavy. So you've really got to put some oomph into it here. That's going to activate the chest. See if you can stay here a little more. 4, 3, 2. Listen, we're going to go to some easy knees. I'm going to start slow. Where's that chair? Know that it's close by. Up to tempo. If this feels okay for you, don't lift as high. If you need to lift that knee a little lower, perfectly fine. If you're feeling solid, balanced, chair is close, maybe you're gonna take it up a little bit higher. And then I'm just gonna add in here another little thing for you to try, reaching across and tapping that thigh. How does that feel? Are we good? Keep it going. Again, I'm feeling like I could go a little bigger. Here's the cicadas. I'm going for those big arms. And each time I'm doing a little circle overhead and pulling them down. If it's too big, make it smaller. As I said before and many times in the past, do what works for you. It's just great that you're doing this. Maybe try it a little bit later on in the day or tomorrow. Some of these moves, put on some music. 4, 3, 2. All right, let's march it down. Woo, nice. Hold that march. Listen up. We're gonna do a little squat here. We're gonna go side and center, and then to the other side. So start small, little step. Make sure you've got the space. You're not stepping on the cat or something else, right? I'm gonna put a little bit of an arm reach here and a bend at the elbow. Join me if that feels good for you. And if not, maybe you're hanging onto your chair. It's all good. I'm feeling this in my legs. 4, 3, 2. Back in the pool. March it out. I don't know if you noticed there, I got you the other side. So what kind of happens naturally is you tend to mirror the instructor, which you're probably doing now. We're on this leg, if you can get there. And if not, don't worry. Just march. Hold it there. Are you smiling? I hope so. All right. Heel dig from the other side. Get low if you can. Push away that big rock. Push it. And if you use your mind here to think about it, it'll make those muscles fire up in the upper body. 4, 3, 2. Here comes those knees. Take it easy. I'm going slow. Just checking in here, making sure the balance is good today and still good. I'm picking up the pace because the balance is working with me today. I have the chair, it's over there, but you probably have yours a little closer. Crossing over, hand to the thigh. Come on guys, join me here. Give me some bigger arms if that feels okay. And if not, bring it down. Always come back to the march. You can always stop and take a little break and grab a drink if that's what you need. 4, 3, 2. Listen, let's march it out. And then we're gonna try those little squats going side to side. Sound good? Here we go. Squat and center. Squat and center. Hopefully we're keeping that heart rate up, but we're just working a little bit here into the legs. I'm gonna add that little reach through the arms and back. Nice. Keep it going. Side to side. Almost like you're doing one of those little sit to stands, right? Where you're imagining you're gonna sit down in a chair, but you're not actually gonna sit down, right? Great low body work. 4, whew, 3, it is humid out here. 2, I really need that pool. March it out. How are you guys feeling? Hold it with me. All right, let's see what we got. Let's start back to the very first little group of patterns or group of moves that we put together. Tap it out and put a little reach into it. Stay with me guys, keep moving. We're not done yet. So far so good though. You've done great. And if you hang with me here, you're gonna feel great when you get through this cardio. Your heart's gonna love you for it. 4, in your brain. Tap it to the side so that toe leads. Just reach it out side to side. I'm gonna put in here a little change of the arms. Just turn and bend them up. Nice, side to side. Good, keep it going. Woo. If you want to take it to something a little bigger, you could, or just keep it small. Whatever works, or doing it from the chair, sitting down, another great option. 4, 3. Do you remember those steps forward that we did? Starting with this leg, just a little step. So we're gonna start small. How's it feel here? Just watching here, checking in with the knees and the hips here. You don't have a ton of time here if you're going to the beat of the music. So you don't wanna go super big, but slowly make it a little bigger if you can. Feeling it in the legs. And then again, we got to get across the lake here. So we're jumping in the rowboat and we're going to row to the other side. See what's happened over there. I think they're making s'mores. That's what they were making earlier. Maybe they're making hot dogs now. I don't know. You can tell I'm kind of hungry. When am I not hungry? All right. Nice work, you guys. March it out on this side. All right, we didn't quite get across the lake. We'll have to see on this side if we can get there. Tap it out, this leg. Nice tap. Just imagine maybe you're stepping on an ant, crushing it down. And reach down with both arms. How you doing? You're hanging in there. Tap it out and reaching down the arms. 4, 3, taps to the side. And I'm gonna change those arms here. Both of them are gonna come from underneath here and lift up. Get a little squeeze through your shoulders to stop them as they get up to the top. Yes? Stay here. 4, 3, 2. Here comes those steps. Forward. Or like a little lunge, right? Don't have a ton of time. You don't want to step super big. Just sort of find your own distance here. Let's get back in our rowboats. Going back across the lake. Maybe we're going home now. The party's over. We got to get back home. Whatever works. I think my rowing here is pretty pathetic. I hope you guys are doing better rowing than I am. All right. I'm a city girl. I went to a cottage, but never owned one of my own. I have been in a rowboat, but I don't think I did the rowing. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. March it out. We're getting there, guys. Hang in with me. Nice big march. All right. March and tap on 4. 1, 2, 3, tap. Try this out. Make that tap nice and definite here if you can. That march as big as you can. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, tap. Nice. Oh, there's Benny. You guys can't see him yet, but he looks like he might have a complaint. We'll have to see. Hold the march here. Other side. Woo! All right. Can we march it wide? Sure we can. If you can, get a little lower. Maybe get a little wider. Just make sure you got good traction here, right? Nice work. Let's tap it out. Side to side. All right. Any boxers out there? This is called bob and weave. This is what they do in boxing. I think it's kind of like a holding pattern, kind of psyching out your opponent. All right, let's just kind of move those arms up and down. Stay with me. Side, side. Good. Let's add in a little bit more arm work here. Undercut, in and up. Add some contraction in here, your own little oomph. Squeeze the muscles here and imagining you're punching into a bag, something with a little resistance. In and up. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Gotta get back to the other side. Or not. Just like I said, it really doesn't matter. March and tap on 4. 1, 2, 3, tap. Give it a try. But don't worry so much if you're not perfect. Sometimes just working through some of these patterns is great brain work, right? But don't get frustrated with it. The main point here is to move, to get that heart rate up. Hold the march. Nice, guys. Stay right here. All right. Last little pattern that we did, if you can remember, we did those heel digs. So watch my feet dig that heel down, and I'm just gonna push my hands down towards my feet, getting a little deeper into it, kind of like I'm stuffing a bag. Maybe I'm stuffing one of those yard waste bags. You know, the kinds that if you stuff them too much, they tear. So you just gotta get that right amount. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2. Are you ready to do some knees? Start low. Just little knees. I'm going with the tempo of the music. If this is a little fast for you, slow it down. As I said, do what works for you. I'm feeling good. I'm going to bring them up a little higher. I'm also going to tap down. I'm going to tap both hands down here. And again, I'm going to imagine my bag is a little higher, so I'm stuffing it from here. I got a nice tall bag. Join me if that feels okay or not. Whatever you need to do is the right thing for you. 4, 3, 2. Let's tap it out to the side. All right, and swing out those arms. Side to side. Nice job. Stay here. Swing it out. Good. A little more. Can you get them a little higher? Put a little tiny turn into it. That feels good. Give it a try. Big and swoopy. Nice job. 4, 3, 2. March it out, guys. All right. You've done a great job. We're just going to do a couple more moves here just to finish it off. Make sure we've got some good cardio exercise happening. So march it a little wider. Draw those knees up a little bit here. Can you get down a little lower? And if you can, really work those arms. We're gonna have that final push here just to make sure we got the heart rate up. Let's march it in. Knees a little higher. Are you feeling good? All right, you guys. Let's imagine, just for a second, we're in a backyard where there's a pool. We jumped over to my neighbors here, and we're just gonna start finishing off here a little bit of front stroke. And because we want to look up at the sky, we're going to take it up on our backs. Last little bit. So circles back, make them smaller if you need to. And then we're going to bring things in. Do you remember the dog paddle when you're first learning to swim? So get those dog paddle arms going and fast feet. All right, here's my dog paddle on land, but you can imagine you're in a pool. Oh, here comes Benny. Where you been, Benny? All right, he's gonna coach us on here for our last push. 4, come on, 3, 2, and let it go. Woo. All right, excellent job. Good time for a little drink, and then we'll come back. Stay on your feet if you can. And we'll start to bring things down with some slower music and some more gentle movements, okay? Grab a drink. Okay, you guys, come on back. Join me now for a little bit of a cardio cool down. So just start a nice little low, gentle march. You can hear the music's a lot slower. And the idea here is just to kind of reset things. Bring that heart rate down a little bit, get the breathing into a bit more of a normal pattern. So as you march it out here, I want you just to start toe tapping to the front and just kind of let those arms flow in a natural way for you. All right, slowly, just normalizing the breathing, bringing things down a little bit. Hopefully you had a chance to get a little drink there. All right. Good, guys, nice and easy. As we start to bring things down, we're also going to incorporate a little bit of balance. Good time to practice that. So I want you to have your chair close by as we do these balance exercises. And if you're sitting down, you can certainly do the balance exercises as well. You're going to get the most benefit standing up. So do try to stand up if that's possible. So let's go really slow with these toe taps. Let's hold this leg in front. See there, I already had a bit of a balance challenge. And just take some of the weight out of that front leg. See if you can lift it up. You decide how high. This is where you want to make sure you have that chair close by, just arm's reach so you can put your hand on it. If you're feeling like you don't need the chair, maybe hands on hips. Maybe take the leg a little bit higher. The leg that you're standing on, you've got a little softness in the knee here. Pull in that belly and then bring it down. And let's just adjust and start to tap it out. The other foot starting here, and we're going to gradually get over to the other side. Give me a couple more taps. Hope you're feeling okay now, or at least like your heart rate's come down. Tap out that other foot and just sort of feel the adjustment happening in the body as you start to take the weight out. Now see if you can bring it up. If that's a little bit difficult, even just holding it down with a gentle touch on the toe is going to give you a bit of a balance challenge. So again, everybody's a little different. Do what works for you. You're going to find often one day is different from the next, one side different from the other, and that's normal, and you should just notice that and try not to judge yourself about it, feel bad about yourself. Let's tap to the side. All right, just notice what's happening. Just be glad that you're starting to work on these things. Certainly balance is one of those things that we start to lose as we age, and we should all be practicing it. Just going to add some low arms. We're going to slowly be tapping it out to the side. All right, join me. We're going to hold this side out, and then again make that shift. I'm taking the weight here into this leg. I'm going to gradually bring that leg up. Now see how you feel. You could get a little bit trickier here with this by reaching out with the opposite arm. So now we've got longer lever here. I'm even going to tip a little bit. Only do this if it feels comfortable for you. Pull in that belly, nice long spine. I think it helps if you smile. Come on back. Other side. It does trick the body. The body doesn't know the difference between a real smile or a fake smile, or real laughter or fake laughter. You still get the positive benefits. So that's why we should all be smiling all the time, right? And laughing. Tap it out. Think what a good belly laugh does for you, right? If you come out of a funny movie and you laughed until you cried, those are the best. Hold it there. I'm going to lift that arm up, as you can see, and tip. You don't have to. And bring it down. Nice. Let's just try a few of these to the back. Just got to watch our time here. All right, you guys. The cicadas have quieted down. My neighbor's not doing any yard work, so that's good. Let's tap it out here to the back. And again, just notice how you feel. Just a little light tap there to the back. My toes just touching. Now I'm going to slowly take the leg up. Again, decide how high. Now to make this even more difficult, I think I'm kicking my chair. That's the problem is. I'm just tipping forward here, but you don't have to do this if it doesn't feel right. If you've ever done yoga, this is kind of working towards airplane pose in yoga. A lot of work here from the belly to hold you. But again, just try and do what works for you. Don't feel you have to come all the way into the positioning that I've got, or maybe you are ready for that. That's okay. All is good. And again, these are things you could do anytime throughout the day, in the kitchen. You're gonna hit that chair, holding on to the counter or a chair. Nope, see, I'm wonky on this side, so don't look at me. Lifting up that leg. Here's another option, is to reach the arms forward and then shake it out. Nice. All right, so we did a little bit of low body work in the class, but let's get a little bit more here into our calves. So have that chair close by. I'm just gonna lift up on my toes and then lower my heels down. And I'm gonna see if I can now lift my toes up and lower them down. Tricky, I find, to lift up the toes. I don't seem to have a lot of flexibility, plus my shoes are kind of stiff. They say we wear too much protection on our feet. Sometimes it's just really good to take shoes and socks off and just move without any protection, even just sitting down and pointing and flexing your toes and moving your toes with your fingers. Just getting the blood flowing to those areas, letting your brain know that you want them to keep moving. You need that when you're walking and moving around. You need good flexibility in your feet. How are we doing? Let's just hold here with the heel lifts, up and down, up and down. All right, you guys. If you had your chair, your hand could go on your chair if you need it, or at least knowing it's close by. I can't say that enough. because we all tend to wobble, and the wobble is good. That means we're working our balance. Falling down, not so good. Can we hold it up? If you can see my feet, I'm right up on my toes. Calves are really working. I got a little softness in the knees. I'm gonna take my arms up. See what you think. Another option, if you wanted, and I would suggest you have your hand close to your chair, is to close the eyes. Whoopsie, as soon as you take the vision out, that's a whole other opportunity there to challenge balance. It makes it quite difficult. All right, let's just shake things out. I'm gonna grab some resistance, so I'm gonna give you a chance to do that as well. So you'll see what I have here is a couple of water bottles. I'm also going to use my chair here and sit down. So I encourage you to come and have a seat on your chair if you're not already sitting down. Sitting close to the front of the chair. Again, if you can, I understand sometimes with back issues, etc., people might have to have the support of the chair. But if you don't need it, don't use it. So for resistance, I'm going to use water bottles. Yes, they are colored green and blue, just so nobody drinks them. You could use light weights, or you could use nothing. You could even use a couple of balls. There's lots of things you could use if you wanted to. So just let's get moving. Have your arms hanging to the side here. And I'm just going to bend up at the elbow, holding on to my water bottles here. And just notice I'm keeping the upper part of my arms squeezed to the side of my body. So I'm forcing my bicep to do the work here. So join me with this, either holding on to something, light weights, some water bottles, a couple of small cans from your kitchen, or nothing at all. Okay, and if you're not using anything, I want you to think with your brain here about what muscles you're using. Find your bicep and give it a little squeeze as you get to the top. Okay, how we doing? Give me a couple more. Sitting tall, so we're still working our stomach muscles and through our back. All right, we're just gonna bring it up here and just turn your hands a little bit and just draw them, the elbows to the back. And we're gonna open the arms. This time extend them out and bring them back in. This is gonna get us some work here into our triceps at the back of the arm. So again, if you're not holding any kind of a weight, and even if you are, think about the triceps. Think of putting that squeeze. There goes Benny. I don't know if you guys can see him on camera. He somehow knows I'm not going to tend to his needs right now. I have a feeling I'm going to get a mouthful of meow after this. All right, how we doing? Working those triceps? Good. Give me a couple more. Let's hold this one out. Just extend the arm nice and long and just give me a little lift from here, small and tight. Little squeezes a little faster. Good. Hang on to it. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, let's bring it in. Let's bring the arms up now like we've got some goalposts here that we're creating with our arms. You can see I've got my weight. Again, it's optional. We're just gonna bring the arms in, bring them out, push them up, and then come back to where we started. So we've got a couple of planes here that we're moving along, working lots of different muscles through the upper body. Try to put a little bit of firmness into this, so contract the muscles. Imagine that you're moving your arms through cement that hasn't quite set. So there's a bit of a give. Actually, there's not a give. That's my point. There's a bit of resistance that you're getting from the cement, right? You can move through it, but it's challenging, right? That's another way to bring resistance into it without actually having to hold something. Up and down. Last one. Let's just hold it out if you can. Give me little pulses from here. And again, if it hurts, take it down and shake it out. We don't want pain. Hang in there. Nice, guys. And last one. And we're going to bring it down. I'm going to actually have you put your weights down or your resistance down to the front of the chair. We're going to start here with nice tall posture. Pull in that belly and then let it go. Oh, here comes that helicopter again. All right. Pull it in and out. Just taking a few seconds here to find our abdominal muscles. Sometimes that's hard, right? To find your abs. So it's almost that when you cough, it's that start of the cough, that where you get the contraction. So touching your belly is a good way to find it when you cough. And then again, I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm just hidden more on some of us, right? Particularly as we get older. All right, let's just put our hands on our thighs. We're gonna do some sit to stands. So again, line things up, come to the front of the chair if you can. If you've got arms, you can push off on the arms if you need to, or off on the chair. But if you're feeling that you don't need to, you can just maybe start trying one here by pushing off on your thighs and then slowly coming all the way. I always have to check. I always think someone's gonna pull that chair out. So I get it if you've got to check too. So this is working all the way through the low body here. Also think of pulling your belly in, nice and tall. And if you're feeling pretty good with these, nice and solid, you can actually take the arms right out of it and just cross them in front of the chest. Good, guys. Let's do a couple more of these, and then we're gonna just stretch things out. You guys have done great today. Didn't have a ton of time for muscle conditioning, but you would have hopefully got some of that even in the cardio by moving those arms, following some of those cues to really think about squeezing those arms when you move them. Plus lots of low body work from the moves that we did. All right, you guys, let's do one more really good one. And when you come down, think about coming down as gently as you can. How gently can you land in that chair, right? No thumping, no dropping. All right, just rest those arms again here on your thighs. Pull those shoulders back and down. Let's just start with a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, I just want you to come forward here, tipping at the hips. Take those arms as low as you're comfortable going. You don't have to come all the way down to your feet. Do what works for you. Let's try that again. And then exhale. I like to imagine I'm diving off a cliff, and then my hands lead as low as I can, and I come up nice and tall. Excellent. Let's just open our arms here, give our chest a nice stretch. So nice and wide here, open up right through the fingers, and just look forward. Lift the chin just a little bit here, and you'll feel it through the arms, through the chest. Nice. All right, let's just take one arm and reach it forward here. And I want you to use your other hand just to come up and around and pull that arm across the front of the body. Don't turn here though. Keep looking forward at me. All right, and feel that stretch through your shoulder, through your arm. And again, keep the breathing going. That's gonna help relax you. Cross your hand to the opposite side, just on the outside, and if you can, just turn through your spine. Watch your backs though. Stay tall. Don't go into this too abruptly. Just be gentle. And let's come back to center. Let's do it on the other side. Reach out. Arm comes across. Try not to turn. Just about out of time here. Hanging with me rather for the last couple of seconds, well, maybe a few more seconds. I still want to get a bit of leg here. Cross over, turn but stay tall. And as we come back to center, let's just take one leg out, hinging forward. You're gonna just fold yourself in half here. Keep that knee soft of the leg that's extended and get that stretch through the back. And then come on back up. Let's switch sides. Pull that toe up, come forward. And again, you come as low as you're comfortable going. I'm really trying to get a good stretch here. I'm reaching out for the foot. Try it if it works for you. Join me. If not, just find a place where you're feeling that stretch through the back and come on back up. Good. Let's just sit nice and tall here. And let's just take the last couple of seconds here to have our best posture. So think of that string coming out of the top of your head, pulling that belly, drop the shoulders, and then just pull them back a little bit here and look forward. Give me a great big smile. You guys did great today. Thanks a lot for joining me. Take care. See you soon. Give yourselves a hand. You deserve it. Bye-bye.